players up on this stage, and this right here, the trophy and the title of being the Fortnite World Champion. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I want to get into these games as soon as possible, but I think we got to ramp up the excitement just a little bit more.
Up until this point. You realize that?
And that's
that is ridiculous.
It's a pretty long history. Lives will be changed today, as we know. It's been happening throughout the weekend. And we've seen the best competitors in the world go up in creative, obviously in the Pro-Am, in the solos or duos competition. And now it is time for solos. We're going to go through the format, the prizing for everyone at home so you can get caught up to speed. Millions tuned in throughout the weekend so far, and even more we'll be watching here today. So Ben, I want to break down these rules for everyone at home. It's not your normal
No, it is not, especially if you've watched the competitive gameplay in the past on your screen right now. The format, This is solo, so the top 25 placement will get you 3 placement points. Top 15 is 5. If you make it all the way to top 5, that's 7 points. And that coveted victory royale, of which there will only be 6 is worth 10 points. But on top of that, it's not just about placement. Every single elimination is to see exactly how things play out over 6 games. Yep. Those 6 games, we add those scores up. Jack, what's the take home? I know, just read it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, first place today wins $3 million US. If you get second, third, or fourth, your prize money you're winning is also above the 1 million mark. Hey, I wouldn't be too upset with 5th place either at 900 grand. But you see, top 20 all earned $112,500 or more. And guess what? Because they made it here today, everyone on the stage will win $50,000 for their efforts across the last few months of competition. But I can tell you the prize money is sweet. It's great going up against the best in the world, but that right there, the coveted trophy on your screen and the title of Fortnite World Champion, the first ever solo World Champion, is what's on all these players' mind.
You have to remember, too, over the course of the 10 qualifiers, we had 40 million players throw their name in the pot to try and make their way to the top 100 here in New York City. And of those 100, only one gets first place. Only one takes home the trophy. And I'm going to say this. This is mine just from watching him play over the last few days. Duos didn't go exactly how he wanted things to go, but I'm looking forward to seeing jeevan201 rise above and just put on a good show for everybody. He's an excellent player. One of the best mechanically we've ever seen. His awareness is insane. What about you? Who do you have, Jack?
There's so many talented players. We've been comparing drop spots. We've been comparing how they performed yesterday. We talked about LAN experience and how much the nerves can get to them. Arkham is someone that showed up yesterday on stage and performed quite well, placing in the top 5. I think that today, with where he's dropped at, who he's going to be going up against, he could put on a good showing, but we want to hear your guys' thoughts as well. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Send us your thoughts. Who do you predict to win? We've also talked to many of the people here in the venue about who they've got coming out on top. Let's take a look.
My prediction for the Fortnite World Cup Finals winner is jeevan201.
My pick to win solo has got to be this guy. Better.
I feel like Young Calculator or Clicks is gonna win.
I want to see jeevan201 take it down.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
It's gonna be between Clicks and Tifu. So it's gonna be Clicks though.
Probably Bizzle, because he has the most experience.
I think Bizzle has a good chance.
En solo, je dirais notre Booga, je pense.
Tifu's gonna win. Fact Fox.
Je pense que c'est jeevan201 qui va gagner.
Bizzle is just the most consistent player, and he's at the top right now, so I'd say Bizzle.
I'd probably say Bizzle too, because he has a lot of LAN experience and all that.
My prediction for the solo World Cup champion is Doug.
People continuing to pile on in here to the Arthur Ashe Stadium live from New York City. Dr. Lupo, our games are almost ready to kick things off, but there's so many ways you can watch this weekend on new platforms, but a new initiative as well from Fortnite. A way to watch on Fortnite.com/watch. There's some unique stats as well as all sorts of feeds you can watch from. It's a viewing experience with real-time stats at different points of view in game. Head to Fortnite.com/watch and choose from this channel a dedicated map channel and 10 rotating options covering a selection of diverse players. You see there on your screen exactly who will be brought on up. If you want feed 3, features team to a player spotlight. If you're repping the Oceania region, you want to see Twins play, there you go. You've got your dedicated feed as well. An awesome thing to see for the future of competitive.
It's absolutely amazing. But Jack, everybody here wants to see the first game, and I've got good news. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Solos competition is about to begin. If you are here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, I need you to get as loud as you possibly can. 100 of the best players in the entire world are about to face off for 15 million.
their entire lives. The average age of competitors, just 16 years old. If you're a younger fan here in the audience, you dream of one day being here. If you're the same age, you look to your peers as people to look up to and aspire to be as good as one day. If you're a parent, I'm sure you can imagine what's going through these kids' minds. Here we go, folks. Tfue on your screen. Block has been his place forever, Dr. Lupo, and he is not shying away here in game number 1.
I had a chance earlier during warm-ups to talk to Tfue about this landing zone. The opinion was basically, I don't care who else lands here, I'm going to take it. I'm going to clear out every other opponent there and roll on through. He's got a chance to go up the hill potentially for ballers.
Wow.
If those remain uncontested. He has a free legendary chest right here in the middle. Look at the inventory already. Blue shotgun, gold tactical AR, gold standard AR. A mini bandages. He's got brick for days here. The resources are incredible.
Yep.
A loadout already. He just needs some mobility. Maybe drop one of the ARs depending on ammunition at a certain point. Gotta find some shadow bombs. Even the redeploy might be. He actually puts down that tech AR and grabs a purple grenade launcher.
And the zone right there as well.
Oh my god.
Only one other player landed here. That's Clipnode. So it's going to be Tfue versus Clipnode for control of the block, unless Clipnode decides to say, whoa,
rotate away.
I've got a lot of respect for that gameplay. He knows block as well. Clipnode always landing here too. Will go ahead and fall away. And folks, I think as a sign of respect for Tfue as a player, they have forfeited the rest of the block to this man, as he's already at 190 total HP and a fantastic inventory. Rotating here towards Fatal Fields. Class on your screen. Bucky there as well. Class mixed inventory, but this is what we talked about yesterday. If you play Fortnite, you know that in the Fatal Fields phase, there is loot. Well, guess what?
There's floor spawns all over.
Typically, you and I, I'm sure, Ben, break all the corn
100%.
down. We farm it on up. These players know the exact route of where the loot is while it's hidden in the corn because they've studied this area of the map so much. It's the little things that make the biggest differences. Class right now looting, and no one has any clue where he is.
Bucky in the long barn, grabbing. There's 2 chests spawn here, plus any of the floor loot possible along the way. Little side stalls, so quite a bit of wood to farm up. He's got a couple little forests. He's got the fork knife quarry there, plus the ship up top. He can take that slip all the way to the top. He's got an opportunity to travel basically uncontested early game, unless somebody maybe gets a couple shots from a distance. Meanwhile, over here at Mega Mall, Pika and Keenstar hanging out inside the shops. Quite a few chests, a lot of verticality inside. Tends to lead to audio-based fights. Try and figure out whether your opponent is above or below and how much these players play. If they're keen on those audio cues, they'll know almost immediately.
Lucky landing. Boog on the screen. Snazy there as well. First stink bomb coming on through. Doesn't actually wind up connecting with too much. 16 builds in total. Now remember, we do play with 7 settings on. So if you're 50 HP, so if you're at 74 total health, you'll gain 26 HP to go to max and 24 shield. Also, when you get the elimination, even if the opponent has 0 materials, they'll still drop 50 of each material type. So there's a lot of, especially early game reward, Dr. Lupo, in securing some of these eliminations.
Now, Snazy right now with the top down on his opponent. It looks like he's trying to use stakes in proximity grenade launcher just to try and find even one hit. Which at this point with such low ammunition, he's out of stakes now. Shots, kind of burning through resources.
I was going to say, he sees those grenades. I was thinking exactly that. Yep.
Well, just trying to find a beat at this point. He knows based on the audio. Bugga is rotating back and forth in this little brick tunnel. Tags quite yet. Earlier, Snazy sort of has the high ground here. Not a ton of material. 18 kills. At some point, he's going to have to opt to either push this or rotate away. And now might be the time to rotate away, unless Bugga's going to push from behind. We'll see here.
Oh wait, actually,
not even an upgrade. Never mind, he already has a gold combat number 4 slot there. Easy Bugga separates a little bit, not necessarily pressuring. Early game pressure at game 1 of 6 for World Cup solos could be pretty advantageous. Siphon, shot, the heavy sniper. Where it goes, and not quite enough. Bugga misses just behind. Snazy sneaks higher inside building.
Yeah, Bugga was seeing that. Blossom tree knocked down, and drives of competitive games. Players will just hit the trees down to 50 total HP left, but they will fully remove them from the map because the animation of the tree breaking gives away your position. So if you want to make sure you stay a little bit more hidden in your games at home, only break trees down to 50 total health left and leave them. You'll get a ton of materials, but you'll also still remain as hidden as possible. Benji Fishy, a player with very high expectations for not only himself, but from the community here this weekend. Did play yesterday, I believe, placed 14th with his duo, Mr. Savage. The first stink bomb comes on through, and with that damage, it looks like Benji Fishy wants a fight, but unfortunately does take 50 immediately from the back, and we'll go ahead and a little bit of frustration on his face, and I can't blame him. Shots attempting to push a little bit on Nate right there. Pleasant Park still inside the safe zone, so moving away from this have to happen just yet. We'll see. Nate takes an opportunity, rotating all the way across the southwest corner. Meanwhile, southwest time map. Crew not alone down here. A little bit of a build fight back and forth, and they are not inside the zone. 91 players remain right now. It's 9 down. It's early in the game. It's going to be maybe waiting to see if that edit comes through. Doesn't quite. Storm waiting inside. We see this all the time. Just holding the edit inside the pyramid. Yep, he doesn't want to step out, potentially get shot. Rotate back down. King and Wiki in a 1v1. King on defensive at this point. He might have a high ground. Oh, the shotgun shot is right before the ramp will go down. Oh, no. Oh, no. And you see King pull the start yesterday when we had a little bit of a, I guess we'd say, trash talk in the game. It was skipping the runs up going down to another fight, but like this little fight is the kickoff game for one. Team wins that lightning quick wall retake and edit on through. Over to Neo Tilted, Creo, Gordon, and Let's exactly how that played out. Storm. Full send into the air and does catch the shots there. The first SMG. As right now we've got Rogue Shark. Yeah, this is, I mean, you've got a ton of skill in this one. As we see Rogue Shark currently dropping down the bandage for the moment. Already the ramp goes through, and Rogue Shark just wasn't ready for it. He didn't catch what happened right there, Dr. Lupo. Good little breakdown. The gear he lost control of his wall, but because he had no pyramid inside his box, the opponent placed a ramp and then edited as the protection cover. The fastest and most effective way to take inside there 1-by-1. Left eye did just get elimination. Does use that shockwave to get away from rounds, but solid start as well. And I believe I did just see a fan favorite in Vivid in the elimination feed picking up his first elimination. 56 seconds. My for the next circle closes, and it is a big crunch to the center line. You'll be able to see the bottom right there. Just northeast central from Neo Tilted. Everyone is going to get pushed together into the city. Here. Looking outside of Flintock from his opponent to rotate away, and Dubs does not want to let them go. 46 back-to-back hits, and he can't find a lead on Evil Mare. He's down out here through Greasy Grove, Iceland. And you see Evil Mare still just in total about 80 HP. Got the 50 back to the elimination, so when you calculate it, really only had about 40 health left. So close, but not able to connect with that final combat shotgun shot. And Dr. Lupo, look at this inventory for Riverson for Team Liquid. 6 shockwave grenades, 2 minis, 3 chug splashes, a launch pad, weapons, to be honest, just a assault rifle and a tactical shotgun. But Storm Surge is going to play in Dr. Lupo. We haven't really touched on that yet today. At home as to exactly what this is. So
Storm Surge is a mechanic to prevent players potentially sitting and not engaging in fights. If there are a certain number of players, 70 with a certain closes, people are going to start to take 25 damage every tick. That's 75 seconds. Again, unless they are over the threshold for the amount of damage, you get a lot. And it's a way to encourage players to engage in fights without having to force anybody in to sit still the entire time. You've got to engage and involved in what's going on.
And it ends when you reach, let me go below that threshold. Exactly. This is threshold. It's a drop of 17 players. So, Storm's in the play right now until 9 players to reach the elimination. Last one as well. Players from right now. Players from below it, they're frantically searching for what they can do to try to get themselves in a safe spot.
Long, your Storm World Cup duo champions from yesterday. Just outside. As he did it, shots inside here. Colorful trying to rotate back away. Doesn't want to quite get caught just yet. Those splashes, by the way, one of the best healing items in the game right now in scrimmages. Competitive Fortnite. An instant throw 20. And it's HP or shield. Transfer across both. May not be able to get the soft quite yet. Can't say it. He did. Oh, he did it. Yep. Curve supplying pressure to the side. Not a lot of ammunition right now in the inventory. Those 70 medium rounds of heavy AR. Not the favorite for spray weapons. Rated tap fire at a distance, though.
Look at how dead center this zone is. Bottom of the screen. Mr. Savage did just get an elimination. Out of them off.
crit through the wall. They do box up, but it looks like at that moment he saw the box was being pressured from another player and decided to go for it.
Keep in mind,
here we go.
Keep in mind, no healing for Zayt, so you can see just how cautiously he's taking these fights.
Oh, yeah.
Also today in solos, there's no longer the threat, Dr. Lupo, of the double heavy sniper. Sure, we've seen solo players try to use it to their advantage by themselves, but it just is not the same effect. Lolboom, bottom right of your screen. Zayt, top left of your screen. Both with 2 eliminations so far. And here comes Storm Surge for players pushing on in. Not a threat for Lolboom as he's 409 above, but Karhu did just go down to that Storm Surge, so an unfortunate game number 1 there. And ooh, some free shockwave grenades to pick up. Dr. Lupo will be extremely useful in these rotating zones. And oh man, Lolboom is eating the stick bomb. 50 damage, Dr. Lupo. Terrible, terrible spot to be in for Lolboom.
Lolboom, a solo Irishman, qualified for the World Cup here. Going to have to push on through and try and make his way to the next safe zone. Multiple ballers on the outside. He might be able to grab that one in the water right there if he sees it when he pops out. You can see Vivid on your screen. Evil Mare still there as well. Saw him rotating in. Multiple ballers still on the field.
Look at that build.
Look at the, yeah. Oh, this is like a Fortnite World Cup apartment complex. You have countless players stacked in next to each other. Bizzle going for the edit reset. Can't quite catch himself just yet.
Uga's still making plays happen. A lot of people have him high up on the leader. Yarkos with the elimination from earlier on down onto Aqua, who obviously was our Fortnite World Champion yesterday in duos. Rough start and game 1. Bizzle, one of the most consistent and greatest Fortnite pro players of all time, Dr. Lupo. When you say a veteran in Fortnite competitive, Bizzle is at the top of that list, but here's Yarkos again, on the high ground after that first elimination down on the Aqua, looking for more right now as he's got a
This is one of the best spots in the game right now. We'll have to see where the map is going to rotate, north-northwest, so he's going to have to make a move soon. A very hefty weapon loadout. Rotation does have the 2 launch pads, does have the redeploy exposed up in the air. Little look back King. Rotation here, the feed starting to light up. 38 players.
Oh yeah.
Back is going to go down, down, down. Zayt eliminated by Left Eye. Another one out as well. King, 4 eliminations. Yeah, the placement points don't kick in until top 25, so he only has those 4. Very, very big points. Go. The Storm starting players. You're going to see a lot of launch pads and redeploys going to play, and those community like launch pads placed on the ground. You tell the player actually go right through King's box.
That could have been bad, Dr. Lupo. That could have been real bad.
Maybe a trap play from either player. We'll have to see here. Benji Fishy in the feed taking another elimination. Top 35 now. Jacks, we're coming 30 seconds away from the next circle.
And Mr. Savage trying to contest for height as they both continue to build on up. Mr. Savage goes for the shot. Rux gives it up for the moment. So game 1 right now, the height goes to Mr. Savage, but there's still a ton of time left on the low ground right now. You've got Pika week, Class week, Fluttermoy's week, Tuesday week as well. Mr. Savage has shot down Rux for the moment. He still continues to keep height. Yarkos, though, looking to challenge right now. 27 players left. Placement points about to come into play.
Yarkos takes the ultimate high in the backside there. Riverson from Team Liquid flying across right to left of your screen. Multiple players. Ultimate low ground warriors down there, both in and out of ballers. Class looks like he might be a campfire in the middle of it. Mr. Savage.
King at 7 limbs, and it's made it into placements. King absolutely the number 1 performance so far in game 1. 120 in total HP. Can he find his limb? No! As the crowd erupts. Top 20 now, though, but King got the job done. There was 27 players left, Dr. Lupo. King eliminates the last 2 to make it a top 25 for the placement points.
Huge plays there. Whalen Kirk going down to the feed. What a shot and a quick edit swap there. Uga showing why he's one of the most active.
Top 15.
Players. Top 15. Mag with an elim. Your feed in the top left. One of the most important things to watch if you're looking for players' names. Here he's going to have to wait and bait players out. Movement now. Here it is. The Shadow Bomb for rotation. He's still got 2 more in his inventory, which this late in the game is huge. He does have 3 shockwave grenades as well, in case height needs to be taken, or even a long-range rotation. 8 players remaining. Jack Yarkos, 4 eliminations. Everyone in here getting those placement points. Beam from above and goes down. No builds. Going to be tough there. Psalm picking up that Elam. Bugha, though, 5 right now moving forward.
But not only that, 2 shadow bombs left, still with shockwave grenades too. The number one point we've seen in competitive Fortnite this weekend, when do you use the shockwave to go for height? It's Psalm currently on height. Bugha sees that. That was him taking a look for exactly where the player is. I think it's time, Dr. Lupo. No shadow bomb will be used. Okay, so not quite doing it yet.
Looking for a high ground.
Yeah, I was looking to see.
He's saving those. Don't you worry. I guarantee before too long, a player like this is going to make plays. Hitting the edge of the storm, the box up. He's going for edit shots. Big hit.
My gosh.
The outside. Bugha picking up his 6th elimination. Creo, Rux, Bugha all on the low ground. Bella EU.
One player to shockwave the height. It's still Psalm up top.
Still got it. Same floor as Creo. 1v1 up top. 1v1 on the bottom. Stuck in the box. Big hits. Back-to-back shots. Bugha picking up another elimination.
Bugha is insane
now. Almost going to be his game to win. We'll see here another one. Can he find the 9th elimination and the first victory royale, the World Cup solos?
Dr. Lupo, it might be time soon. It might be time soon. Bugha smiling. He's got the health advantage on Creo.
Does.
Folks, it might be time for the shockwave play. Bugha can soar up into the sky. Go for it. Here it is. Shockwave to height. Shots coming in. No elimination yet for the first game victory royale.
Oh my gosh. Confident play from Bugha. What a monster. The first victory royale.
The crowd on their feet. Bugha, calm, cool, and collected, wipes out 5 of the last top 6 players for the victory royale. What a swing of points right there, Dr. Lupo. You get the win. You get max placement points. 9 elims too. Folks, that is a statement game number 1 for Bugha. And here it is again. The shockwave up. Creo tried to prepare. You see the damage coming on through, but at that point, with that much of a health advantage, Creo stands no shot. What a brilliant ending. Talk about a great late game. Solos absolutely living up to the hype of the duo competition yesterday.
Imagine being in the World Cup finals, and instead of opting for a safe, stay down bottom, wait for the shot, you throw take over and get the victory royale.
Much deserved game 1 victory right there. The number 1 I noticed from Bugha. In the shadow bombs, so many people worry so much about popping out of the shadow and immediately boxing and protecting themselves. Instead, Bugha winds up pushing forward, looking for where his next victim could be, and then pops out of the shadow and eliminates the player. Happened to be 3 lives right there. And it was big reasons why he was able to push on through. Bugha, an incredible performance. What is that, 19 points in game number 1?
Game number 1.
I don't see how anyone's above that.
At this point, I mean, we're going to take a look exactly to see where
like I predicted
that falls on the leaderboards. No surprise here, a 9-point lead out of game 1. King, 7 eliminations. We saw that earlier. Sadly goes down a little bit before those top couple placements. Psalm, Rux, Yarkos, ton of top-tier players across the board right now. But a 9-point lead after game 1 is absolutely incredible.
And you look at the leaderboard right now, a big talk of yesterday, EU versus NA. EU, why so quiet earlier in the day? NA, why so quiet at the end of the day? 8 of the 10 top players after game 1, all from the US. Here's your 11th, 20th place right now. Benji Fishy on there. Evil Mare on there as well. But a fantastic start to today, and I'm loving the energy from this crowd at the first ever Fortnite World Cup. They saw how good the competition was yesterday, and I know everyone was so excited to kick it off today with millions watching online. They saw Bugha take game number 1. He's down on the floor.
Bugha! Huge first game for the NBA. That's what you want to see. Health advantage at the end. 9 elims to cap off an incredible first game. What is your thought process going into the final moments of in-game, right? A 1v1 there at the end. You've got health advantage. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm pretty much low ground. I have like 2. I realized that I could probably make a play with the impulse. Just go right, just like get a big pump on him.
Amazing. Well, we saw that happen in real time. An amazing clutch for an end of a first game for Bugha. Yo, Jack, Lupo, that is exactly what you want to see, is it not?
I mean, I don't think he could really ask for much more than that. Royale and 9 limbs. The man is so talented, has always been one of the top solo players in the North American region, and he shows it right there in game 1, and already a 9-point lead. Solid stuff.
What an incredible game out of the gate already. Number 1 down. We have 5 left to go. We want to take a look and see exactly how some of those pieces played out, how everything worked, and maybe a little bit of a deep dive into how some of these players play. So we're going to throw it over to Sundown, Unreal Island. Let's take a look.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage. And while Bugha was able to dominate the rest of the lobby, I want to take a look at one of the other most marquee and aggressive players we saw. He had the entire lobby saying, Toda salve el rey de Argentina. It is king of 9Z with an incredible 70 elimination run in 20th place. Let's take a look at some of this gameplay. So right away, you'll notice, what is he doing? He's into forward, wall replaced, on lane 123. That's going to be the theme of these clips. He doesn't miss his shots, and he's not afraid to flex either. Throwing the donkey laugh out there, throwing him a little love, saying, I don't care who you are. Now he's sitting on the 4 elims. He's in the box fight, and he's constantly looking to pick up new target. Replaces the wall from the side, turns around, and picks up a great elimination there onto Bucky in the rotation. But now watch on the spree he's on. 5 elims right now. Cones himself off. Look at this. The player challenges him. He's not building. He's going at him. He said, if you want to fight me, I shoot first. I am the king. Was able to go, but unfortunately gets caught there in the rotation, but still a brilliant performance from the young Argentinian. He's looking to challenge, he's looking to frag out with the best of the best, putting himself currently sitting in the number 2 spot. He has played so absurdly well in that first game. This is what it's all about. If you can bring your aggression, what you do in the qualifiers, and take it to this stage, and you don't have nerves. If you're like Bugha and say, I'm gonna go. If you're like King and say, you wanna edit, I'll shoot first. I'll take the 50 health on Elim there, and I will take the point and stay in the match. You can wait and watch me dominate. Let's get into match 2, because that first match was insane. Courage and Lupo, take it away, guys.
Sundown, thank you so much. Appreciate the analysis of everything that happened in the middle of that game. A lot of action here in the Fortnite World Cup solo competition. This is the last day of the entire event as well. I hope everyone's enjoyed Marshmallow's concert. We have tons of people here in the crowd.
My Italian family was out there. 25 people deep. They've got a full deli layout. And Lorraine, Florida, I know you're watching. Shout out, we love you, miss you. But no, they're all here for their energy is here. And, you know, guys in the venue, do you guys want to see another Fortnite World Cup next year? Should we do this again?
I'm thinking, yeah, Jeff.
All right, budget's approved, Epic, it's happening. But folks, let's get back into the action. Game number 2 about to begin. Bugha, the superstar of game 1, the talk on all social media with the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Once again, the lobby is ready. The players are ready. Ladies and gentlemen in the venue, are you ready? Game 2 of the solos competition here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals starts right now.
Last game, I have a feeling you're going to see maybe contested drops and players vying for those points, seeing exactly what can be done now. Bugha bringing home 9 eliminations in that first game. Next 2 closest were 7-4. Below that, Arcos, I think, having 4, King with 7. Knowing that we still have 5 remaining, knowing that based on the leaderboards from yesterday, that 17 points at one point separated first and last. By the way, a quick note, we can see the mini-map, but Tifu, yeah, there it is. There it is. Pretty sure Tifu has the block all by himself. No one. Clipnote didn't want to challenge it this time.
No one nearby at all, and also that look at the 2 llamas. Right outside a racetrack, it looks like one player's about to go claim it. Also, Bizzle basically lands in Dusty Given uncontested. I believe already got a llama in this one, so some great movement will be up there for them. Here again, the stats for last match. First place, the Victory Royale, 19 total points because of those 9 limbs. Sitting pretty, 5 games away
$3 million.
I have to say, I feel like after one game, placement stat, that's something I would screenshot just to hold on to. Yeah,
Best player
I averaged 12 games that we played.
Here is Aqua versus Twins. Aqua, as we can't stress enough, our Fortnite World Champion from yesterday in duos. Only with a common SMG is Twins and Pumps being missed left and right from Aqua. And I'm going to tell you right now, Aqua's going to be upset with himself on that one, Dr. Lupo. That was a sloppy fight from both sides. I'm going to say it right now. Those early game fights can be very, very awkward, but we also have the first elimination what we saw earlier. And it was Bizzle with the common pistol and then says, here's your reward. A llama that was looking at a nice view from the top of Dusty Divot.
Throwbacks out of his minds. By the way, a quick note here. Twins had 46 elims in his qualifying matches. So many eliminations to get to this point.
Yeah.
Over 10 games. That's huge.
And most players didn't even get to play the full 10, so you got to think Twins did pop off.
Important note there, Nick's had the most eliminations in the online opens at 61 during his qualifying weekend. That's crazy too, and Nick's from Brazil. We often saw very aggressive gameplay from those players in qualifying matches.
All they would do was kind of just stomp through their lobbies. He always talked about how insane it was. Here's the inventory for Tfue right now. 4 minis, 3 big shields,
good lord,
4 shadow bombs,
good lord,
a launch pad, a legendary infantry rifle, a blue pump shotgun. Tfue set up for the rest of this game, nearing max materials as well. This is what happens when you give this man block all by himself.
Nobody wants to challenge here, but it's one of the best loot spots in the game. Obab's over on the right side of your screen, going to try and take that southeast corner building, see if there's anything left inside, but there's so much loot here at the block, so many materials, so many opportunities to get an advantageous position too, because you're right up the hill, like I said before, this baller spawns up there. Those are going to get grabbed pretty quick, but if they don't, if you're lucky enough, you have free rotation as well. It's also not terribly far from a slipstream just past the umbrella. Quarry down there, Mr. Savage. One down here. And there's actually 3 players total. My apologies. You see on the mini-map in the bottom right there. They can't see those arrows, but we definitely can. And Crew and Takamura still down inside in the building. Audio cues trying to listen for each other. Takamura, you see, not really moving. Crew trying to do some wall replacing to build up a little bit of a material buffer in case fighting does happen here. Big Mr. Savage going to rotate out.
Here is Tfue with the player just in front. Looks like a fight he's potentially looking to take. Not sure exactly what the health is of the opponent just ahead, but you got to think, okay, so there is a health advantage. Maybe Tfue did bit of damage as Tifu will begin to heal on up. So it does look like Tifu damaged a player, thought about challenging, but for right now, we'll just box for a moment. They are very, very soon going to have to move towards the zone.
If you're watching online and you get an opportunity here to clip some shots from Tifu, it's going to be very accurate. We've seen it before, and we'll see him again with that infantry rifle. One of the best in the game.
That was kind of greedy from Tifu. He has a ton of materials. I think he didn't expect his opponent to challenge and go for a shot, but because he tries to save a couple walls of wood, has to pop one of those big shields, and Tifu says, you know what, I'm out of here, and the zone's already there, so Tifu has a long trek ahead of him. Might have to decide if he's going to use a launch pad here. Probably not, as he does have the slipstreams down below, but still will take some damage from the storm.
If there is a rift spawn up at the burger, he can take the zip across, off midway through, and go down to the
Bugha eliminated to start off this game in 90th place. So our game 1 winner out early on, which means that that 9-point lead will surely be cut down as this one goes on. Quick thing I want to remind everyone of, yesterday we were hearing the #1 trend in the world on Twitter. I'm going to challenge all of you right now. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup across everywhere. Send in how you're watching today. Let me know who you think's going to win. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup everywhere from the millions of you all tuning on in. Can't stress that enough. Let everyone know that the largest event, one of the largest events of all time, concludes today with a $30 million prize pot in total throughout the weekend.
Keenstar holding an edit here. Stuck in a little stalemate. He's going to hold that side of the shot. Find the player backs out of that fast enough.
Mr. Savage goes down to Mega.
He was eliminated early in this game 2, the World Cup solos. Start holding this edit yet again, just trying to wait and watch to see if he's going to spot this player and make a move. This might be an opportunity to make a play here. Kind of baiting the ultimate high ground here. Little resets, going to go for a wall replace. Does get it. Pressure applied, going to jump up. He built the ramp, preemptively to defend against any shots. Here it is, a shot from the side does make contact. Twins down to 90 total HP. Big hit there with the shot. He can try and rotate up on the outside, getting pressured against the edge of the storm, and a build-off is kind of the only answer at this point. Quick, and it's down. Doesn't quite find that the player inside ahead of him has the lead. Another big hit, 14 HP left for Twins. A build fight is all he's got left. He could shadow and try and get away, but if the player inside is smart enough, Keenstar knows exactly where to shoot. Twins is going to go down. We'll see here. That's all it takes, though, with this thing. 150 HP.
Oh my gosh.
Almost going down there. No shield remaining. A back and forth between these two titans of Fortnite. And there it is. Keenstar finding the lead with the shotty there, and Twins eliminated.
Move towards Storm Surge kicking on in. I do want to point out where this next zone is. Spoke to production. We'll bring that back in for you all to see just how insane zone #2 will be for everyone on this map.
Actually, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, because they have a long, long run ahead. Look at that.
All
a third of the zone
outside.
Off the map.
Not only are you forced all the way to the bottom of the map, you've got nothing on the south end of the safe zone. The players going to get compressed together. I would expect going into circle 3 or 4, you're going to see a very low player count in comparison to last game. We're already down to 75. And Storm Surge now getting ready to kick in. You have 5 players that need to go down before...